Hey y'all. I know nobody's in yet, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start this because somebody will see it eventually. So yesterday I made like an extreme. Well, it wasn't extreme because it was honestly how I was feeling. Um, lately I've just been feeling like life has been. I've been in a fight with life, and life been winning. It's been life, okay? It's been literally taking me by the wig and throwing me everywhere and not letting go. And so it's just been life been mollywopping me, period, and just dragging me. And so it was so overwhelming yesterday, but today I've just had so many different levels of confirmation that it's going to be better, that God will allow you to go through certain things because the outcome is your testimony is going to be so powerful for other people. And I just know that it will. And so, I'm just here to encourage myself and anybody else who is currently going through a struggle and you just feel like life is beating the mess out of you, and when is it going to be over? Like last year was rough. I go into this year and it's even rougher. Like, what's happening? And you just asking God, when is it going to end? And honey, when it ends and the sun does come out again, your testimony is going to be so powerful that it's going to help the next person that's going through what you're going through now. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, I just keep thinking of Romans 8:18, and it's just, though, you just read that verse. Honestly, read it for yourself, because I had to go over and over in my head about the outcome is going to greatly outweigh everything that you're going through now. And so even though the pain just sometimes seems unbearable, and it seems like somebody is literally sitting on my chest sometimes, because I'm just so overwhelmed with with um with just anxiety and pressure, and then a lot of it is just pressure that I put on myself. And I know I'm not the only one that does that, and especially us single moms, we put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect for our kids, to provide everything that we can for them, and when we feel like we're not, that mom guilt sets in so much. And the thing is, I've literally had mom guilt since day 2 of my daughter's life, because my child's father wasn't in her life at all. He didn't come to the hospital, didn't sign a birth certificate, didn't do nothing, still has done nothing. And so it's just I feel like I always have to overcompensate. And at the end of the day, I still am over here haven't forgiven myself for things God has already been forgiving me for. When I asked for forgiveness for backsliding and having unprotected sex with him, and that literally one night stand, and having my daughter. And at the end of the day, I don't mind anybody knowing this information, because let me tell you something. It's going to tell you how far God has brought me. I'm telling you, those old sayings in church brought me from a mighty long way. Those types of sayings, when I tell you, they hit now. They resonate now, because of the simple fact that my outcome is going to be so much greater, and God is going to use me to bless other people. God has used people to bless me in this time of my life when I feel like life is beating the crap out of me. But in this housing situation, I just know that God doesn't want me to continue to live where I'm living, or my daughter to live where we're living. And I know that he's going to provide better. I know that my YouTube channel is going to serve who it needs to serve. And I'm going to continue to talk about God on my channel. I'm going to talk about my testimony on my channel. I'm going to continue to promote women being comfortable in their own skin. Men and women being comfortable in their own skin and doing what you can with the budget that you have. That's always been my thing since day 1 on my channel. Be who you are, let God lead you, and continue to be a blessing to other people. I don't care about the accolades. I don't care about any of that at the end of the day, because God knows my heart, and he knows that I started this channel with pure intentions, not to be a celebrity, not to be some big old YouTuber or whatever. And at the end of the day, I have to remember those things. I have to go back to why I started my channel and not get caught up in comparing myself to other YouTubers and comparing what I could have done and what I should do. Because somebody commented on my last live and said basically that oh, I love you guys too. I hate to see you. I'm gonna keep pushing. Oh, thank you so much. You have been a blessing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the kind word. I really, really do. And to know that I've been, you know, pouring into you guys, because you guys pour into me all the time, and just the comments that you guys leave really, really hit home. And like I said, somebody commented on my last live and said that that the quality of my videos could be better, and I think she was coming from a really good place, and I'm open to constructive criticism and all of that, trust me. But just know, as my viewers, please know that the quality is not, I'm not doing it just because I'm lazy, and the quality is not that way because I just want it to be. I wish I could have clearer, you know, videos and have the little microphones and all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, I have to always prioritize my daughter, paying for daycare, making sure I got food in her mouth, clothes on her back. It is extremely, extremely hard. Single motherhood, like when I tell y'all, I never knew how hard it would be until it happened. And at the end of the day, I tell people all the time that my daughter saved my life. She truly did. Her presence, her being born, saved my life, because I had thoughts of not being here anymore. I had thoughts of, well, life has just been, it's too hard, and heaven just seems a lot better for me right now. And so, but now I realize, and now I know that every day you wake up with breath in your body and your heart beating, that means you got destiny. You got something to keep pushing for. You know, God is not finished with your book, and it's not the end, and it's not your right to take your own life, because God is the giver and taker of life. And now I understand that. No, I don't judge people who choose that route, or my condolences to anybody who has anybody in their life, because I've had people in my life who have committed suicide. But I wish they would have known how important their existence is. And if God, like I said, wakes you up every morning with breath in your body, that means it's not over. There's something left to do. There's some people to impact. There's and I impact my students every day. And so at the end of the day, and by the way, I'm in my classroom. So it's just kind of, I got things everywhere, but our students aren't here. They're actually on a field trip today, so I stayed back at the building. But it's just been a journey within itself, and you know, life is gonna life. Life is gonna continue to life. And my mom reminded me of something yesterday. It was just like, you know, God never said that just because you was a Christian, you were never gonna have trials and tribulations. You were never gonna have issues. But you have hope, and you have him to lean on. And so with that being said, it's just, I thank you all so much for watching that video, and knowing that when I get emotional like that, it's not for attention, it's not attention seeking, it's just that I need that outlet. And sometimes you guys are the ones that continuously pour into me, and I really appreciate it. Literally have been pouring into me since 2017, around that time when I started my channel, and I really just appreciate you guys so much. Some of you are years in the game with me, and you have seen me quit my job, seen me go get attacked while I was a flight attendant and having to quit that job, and then going back into education, and then, you know, the struggle with my child's father and having my baby and trying to figure out whether I wanted to keep her or not. And just, it's just so many thoughts that went through my mind. But like I said, she saved my life, and I could not even imagine my life without that little that little girl. And so she is like literally the joy of my life. And so now my mission is to make sure that this channel is about positivity. It's about and even if it only reaches the 200 and 300, as long as those 200 and 300 viewers that are on my channel understand that your past means nothing, leave that stuff behind. God only cares about your heart right now. He cares about whether you are a genuine person or if you're going to live for him moving forward. And so I encourage anybody who is teetering back and forth, live for God. Honestly, do it. Because, and if you feel like life is just happening and God is just kind of, you know, letting things happen, he's letting it happen for a reason. Trust me. Because your testimony is going to be so powerful. Once the sun finally shines again, it will be a testimony for the next young lady or whoever you come across that you can tell your story to. And I appreciate you guys so much. If you have a testimony that you want to share, please leave it in the comments, because I would love to, and I know I'm not the only one that would love to hear it, because people need to know that they're not alone. You're not alone. You always have people that are there. Even if I've never met none of you in person in my life, but I feel closer to you than some people that are around me every day. So like I said, I appreciate you guys so much. And you guys mean so much to me. Honestly, I don't know you guys by name, so I don't call you out by name, but I make it an intentional thing to pray for my subscribers, pray for the people that support me, because without you guys, it would be a harder journey for me. And so I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Continue to pray for me, pray for my daughter, pray for my situation, that it gets better. And I'm going to bring you guys on this journey with me in regards to purchasing a house, trying to purchase a house, moving, whether it's into a rental space or into our my very own property. And so what God has for me is going to be for me, and it's not going to be hard. It's not going to be, you know, a big to-do. He's going to make it easy for me. And so I appreciate you guys so much again, and I will see y'all later. Be encouraged, and know that God has a plan always, and we don't always see it because we're looking from our human eyes. But at the end of the day, he has so much more for us than we can even see or think. And I'm prepared. I'm preparing myself for the blessings, because the thing is, sometimes a blessing delayed is exactly what you need, because you might not be in the right state of mind to handle what God has for you if he gives it to you prematurely. And so I'm maturing, I'm getting myself together, I'm getting my mental health together, I'm working on just focusing on my daughter. And so that when God is ready to bless me with what he's going to bless me with, I'm ready for it. I'm mature enough. I'm spiritually mature enough to be able to handle it and to not fumble the blessings. So I will see y'all later. Have an amazing weekend. Hopefully it is a beautiful weekend for all of you, and be blessed.